Joined this evening by Ciarán or Lionáird, so thanks for joining us, Ciarán.
No bother, man, no bother.
And just want to start off, kind of, we know you've had some Achilles issues over the last few months. Kind of, what's the current state of fitness?
I'm still trying to make sure that I'm being smart coming back from the injury. Like you still have good days and bad days. The Achilles injury, it's not one that's completely. I haven't gotten rid of it. I would say 100%, but I'm back to the point where I'm running relatively pain free, and probably almost more importantly, I'm able to put full pressure on my left side for the first time and since probably February. To be able to be balanced out biomechanically, and that's kind of the big thing going forward, I suppose, is that the Achilles injury doesn't cause any knock-on effect and cause other injuries just because I'm compensating, and that kind of created a lot of issues during this summer. Even when the Achilles was kind of getting managed and getting under control, there were some issues that were caused as a result of the Achilles injury that really hampered my progress and preparation for the track season. And the Achilles is one of those things. It's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult to fully get rid of it. It's about maintenance, management, and being smart. But I think I have a lid on it. I hope so. Trying to move forward cautiously and make sure that there's no kind of biomechanical issues, or I don't have any imbalances that would cause other injuries as a result.
And what kind of stuff have you been doing to sort it out? Have you been working with anyone in particular to fix that?
Yeah, I mean, I have a solid team around me now. I have I'm here with the OTC, and I have Coach Roland and John Murray, who's our functional movement coordinator, who's really, really good mind and eye for movement and biomechanical stuff. Even watching me around, you can kind of see if there's issues going on. And they're liaising and coordinating with Jared Hartman back in Ireland, who I saw after the Olympics quite extensively for some fairly heavy treatment on the Achilles itself, when it was really it was really raw and still hurting quite a bit, and there was a lot of inflammation there. He helped bring that down, kind of got me in a program of eccentric loads, building into plyometric stuff, hops. It's still very basic stuff, but it's more about getting the consistency of that work in, making sure that it's done, a couple of times a day, and putting in the time for the tedious exercises. So kind of undertook that, and then, as I said, he communicated with Coach Roland, and we transitioned into the format here in Eugene and put together a program that seems to be working really well. So definitely happy with it.
Awesome. And you mentioned you're now based in Eugene with Oregon Track Club. Kind of, what's the move and the transition been like from being coached by Alberto Salazar up in still in Portland under the Oregon Project, and now down at OTC?
There's some differences there. I really enjoyed my experience in the Oregon Project. It was an eye-opening experience, I guess, for me. I think it was maybe a jump too far for me, given where I came from in Florida State, almost making kind of bursting on the world athletic scene by accident, really, not even really trying. And I like to say not really trying, but definitely not
Expected.
I think the lifestyle, or not expecting to kind of get into that, be thrust into that kind of scene. And then it was definitely a massive lifestyle change, adjustment, moving across the country. And I don't think I was ready for it. And I think I kind of, that coupled with just, I really enjoyed practices and running there, but it was difficult for me to, I guess, fit into there, given I was so much younger. And you had some of the guys there married, and I had a lot of time on my own, maybe outside of training, which was difficult. So down here is definitely there's more stuff to do, and I have some teammates I had known already, actually, from college, and Jordan McNamara, who's one of my training partners here. I'd known him from the summer of 2011. So having people there already when you're making such a big move makes it easier. And Coach Roland's been amazing. He's just been unbelievable, really. I'm amazed at just how much effort he puts in, the knowledge he has, and how much he individualizes everything. And also, he's a guy, as I said, he's a Brit, and having that sense of humor, that kind of wit is something that I think us Europeans, I think it's always welcoming when you're over in the States, because it's just a different mentality over here. And I really enjoy kind of being around him and having the banter, having the crack at training and stuff like that. So overall, it's been a great adjustment, but I'm definitely glad that I experienced what I did in Portland, just because I think it made me really take a look at myself and realize that I need to mature a little bit and see where, take this and buy in fully to this professional athlete, scene and environment, and be responsible and be professional, and also listen to my body, because obviously I picked up some injuries from overtraining there, and so I definitely learned some lessons from it. Yeah, I think it was good.
And do you think you need to live that really kind of quite boring and professional lifestyle like the likes of Mo and Galen live in order to really truly break like the limit from kind of world class to like Olympic medals and things like that?
No, not necessarily. I would say Mo and Galen are really, we're pretty normal guys and relaxed. I mean, we had the crack there too. I mean, it's definitely, it was definitely not like a boot camp environment. I think maybe the people make it out to be,
Mm-hmm.
it's really just normal guys getting about training, just like it is down here. I think it's just, as I said, I have more outlets here, maybe outside of training and outside of running, which has always been really important to me. I'm somebody I say is like, I function well off living the best lifestyle I can sustain for a year, 2 years, 4 years in a training plan. I can't just go into a hole and train for like months on end. I need stimuli outside of running to keep me going and try to be kind of a more well-rounded, balanced individual. And being Eugene, have kind of, I think, maybe a few more opportunities to do that, and I'm enjoying it. And at the same time, it's allowing me, I think, to actually focus in better on my running than I was in Portland, I think, and be happier when I'm doing it, which is a huge thing for me. I think as long as I'm healthy and happy, the training kind of takes care of itself. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just trying to get my work done, and stay balanced and motivated, and keep a consistent upward trend moving in towards 2013.
Yeah, definitely. And kind of, what would you say is the best thing when you're comparing the USA and kind of back home in Ireland or the UK? What's the best difference about it?
That's a tough one for me. I mean, I've been in the US for so long now. Like I even had like, for me, obviously the biggest thing about the US was I was able to get an education, to get it paid for, and experience, travel, a lot, and get exposed to some really high level competition, but also get like an undergraduate degree, a master's degree, and be a part of a real team, I suppose, and have at Florida State University, just like an identity to kind of tie your running to, and feel like you're representing something bigger than yourself. I thought that was really, really cool. Obviously, when you represent your country, it's the same thing, but Florida State, it was kind of, you had the support of an entire town, an entire school, and when you got back from races, you had professors and people in your class would all ask you did, and you could see that the support was there, and I thought that was really, really cool, and I think it's something you don't see as much in the UK and Ireland, and obviously the resources that these schools have. I think that on the professional running scene, I think there's some amazing things being done in the UK and Ireland. I think especially when you see Craig Winnow's group, and down in
Mm-hmm.
Teddington, and I think I wouldn't say that you have to go to the US by any means to do it, but for me, I came here when I was 18 years old, and it's almost I've been out on my own, I suppose. From the time I've been out on my own, finishing secondary school, I've been in the US, so it's almost all I know in that regard. So I'm kind of fairly situated and fitted in here. It works well for me, I think.
Mm. And who's kind of been the biggest influence on your career, would you say, to date?
That's a tough one too. I think I'm very fortunate that I think I've had a lot of ups and downs in my career, probably more downs than ups, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really fortunate that at any time I've had a down, like I've had somebody really influential to step in and help me out. And Coach Brayman, when things were going really bad at Michigan, gave me a chance to come to Florida State and apply my trade there, and get some opportunities to bring myself back, and obviously get it, finish my undergraduate and start a master's. And I'm so grateful to him for basically taking me from just an absolute nobody to being 10th in the world. I mean, the guy's an unbelievable coach, an unbelievable person, one of my best friends. Then had ending my NCAA career on a bad note, like a terrible note, like with the DNF at the 10K, last at the 5K at NCAAs, and things weren't looking that good, or vice versa, I think it was. But Chris Lane at Total Sports US, nobody else would take a chance on me. As my agent, he saw potential and brought me on and brought me to Europe, where I got the opportunities to break out and run what I did, and kind of create the possibility to run post collegiately and do this for a while and make the Olympics, which was incredible. And then now Coach Rowland's kind of stepped in and been that person, I think, when I've really struggled this year, and basically, talked about quitting, mid-year. Like I was pretty much done. I'd withdrawn from the Olympic team. I was not really in a good state at all mentally, and he stepped in. Yeah, the year didn't end, on a great note with the Olympics. It wasn't what I wanted, but coming from where I've come from mentally to be still in the game, hungry and motivated now to move forward, I really thank him for his faith in me and the resources he's put into the development of my career now going forward with the OTC. He's really been unbelievable. So those three, I think, now together have really I guess brought me back from various negative moments, or like times I've struggled in this sport physically and mentally. And I'm very, very grateful for them. I couldn't know if I can like pick one in particular, but yeah, those three have been fantastic.
Awesome. And kind of as the Achilles is improving, have you got any potential races lined up kind of this side of Christmas, or will it be all kind of next year?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Like, I'm kind of playing it by ear. There are some possibilities. I wouldn't mind getting on the roads maybe and trying something. There are some opportunities coming up between Thanksgiving and Christmas to get out and run. But for right now, I'm kind of just focusing on getting through week by week, consistent running, and getting up to like 7 days a week of running, and getting some sessions in. And I'm almost focusing more on the rehab, weights and biomechanics side of things. I think Coach Rowland's really identified I'm like very, very, very weak in a lot of areas, and biomechanically I'm awful. So it's exciting because I've ran what I've ran with so many deficiencies, but like at the same time those need to be fixed if I'm going to have any kind of consistency in training, I think. So we're just in the gym quite intense on that at the moment, and that stuff takes a while to pay dividends. So will I race soon? It kind of depends on how the running progresses, separate from that. But for right now, that's not the primary focus. We'll just take it week by week and see how I'm improving.
Sure. And what about the progress of your mullet as well?
The mullet's coming back slowly but surely. See it in the back there, but it was I had a shaved head for a while indoors, so it takes a while for it to come back from that. But I think I'll rock it maybe in the new year. We'll see what happens. I never know if I can come up, I could wake one morning and shave it off, but. For now, anyways, it's making an appearance again. I said the Eugene weather is it's cold in the winter time, so I need some kind of coverage back there to keep my neck warm when I'm on these hard sessions out in Breeze Trail. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
awesome. Well, thanks a lot for speaking to us today, Ciarán, and hopefully, the Achilles continues to improve and the mullet continues to grow, and all's good out there in Oregon.
Terrific, man. I appreciate it. Best of luck. Yeah, cheers.
Thanks.